Bumps of the Night here. I'm here to talk about my most memorable Goosebumps thrift find and my most rarest thrift find.
Alrighty, so today I'm going to be going over my rarest and most memorable finds for Goosebumps.
Hey everyone, it's Goosebumps Completionist, and my most memorable Goosebumps find.
I love to thrift for Goosebumps books. 90% of my collection is from thrifting. So, after years and years of thrifting, I got really frustrated from not finding the last 10 Goosebumps books that I needed. And if you would like to see what 10 they are, you can go down to my personal channel, Canada's Biggest Goosebumps Fan, episode 12, to see that and see which ones I needed. But after years and years of being frustrated looking to try to find those 10, I went online to buy them and they were really expensive too. So I was still obviously going to go out thrifting because there's obviously other books that I want to have, like the TV books that are really rare. But I went out like literally when they were going to arrive the next day and found 6 out of the 10 that were in transit. 6 out of the 10. No joke, like I have this thing where whenever you find something, you find it 10 more times. And one of them that I did not find online or thrifting, Trick or Trapped, my friend Dalton down at Bumps in the Night actually gave it to me. Thank you very much. Actually traded me. But like, I'm surprised I still haven't found that because that's just my running joke of I find them as soon as I just got them.
So the first item I have here is this Ultimate Goosebumps Bride of the Living Dummy and an Old Story VHS. So Ultimate Goosebumps was the second half of the Goosebumps TV show, and these VHSs are really expensive on eBay now. This is actually kind of rare, and it's also very personal because Bumps of the Night gave this to me, and I'll never forget that. It also has on the bottom the Blockbuster Video sticker, which is very cool, and also has the Be Kind, Please Rewind sticker also. And yeah, it's just very memorable and very rare to me. Alright, second item is actually also from Bumps of the Night, which is actually pretty funny, and that is the Prince Koru mummy figure. These are from the Goosebumps Collectibles, Series 1. So I got this from Bumps of the Night with the same package as the Bride of the Living Dummy and Old Story VHS. Personally, I don't know if this thing actually works. Right now it doesn't. I might one day change out the batteries and see if it still works. Otherwise, I'm not worried because this is just really cool.
Hey everyone, it's Goosebumps Completionist, and my most memorable Goosebumps find I can remember since I've started collecting Goosebumps happened very recently. I had ordered a book that I've been after for a long time because I never could find it in the wild, and I got it on Amazon for about $7, which is Give Yourself Goosebumps Book 31, The Werewolf of Twisted Tree Lodge. This is the actual copy I ordered from Amazon. It's about a good condition. It's got some ticks on the spine, but nonetheless I was very happy getting this book. Not even 2 days after I received this book, I happened to be out of town in my hometown for my sister's wedding, and I stopped at a local used bookstore and what have you. And sure enough, on the shelf for $1.70, Give Yourself Goosebumps Book 31, The Werewolf of Twisted Tree Lodge. So within 1 week, a book I've been after forever and bit the bullet on and ordered online, I sure enough found it in the wild the same week. I was very frustrated because I could have saved the money I paid for this copy and got a really good deal on this one, and this one's in far better condition. But nonetheless, definitely one of my most memorable finds I think I've had so far.
So, this is one of my very first toys that I actually got. This is a Slappy tape dispenser. And I had not gotten any other toys before. I was really just reading the series. I didn't know much about toys. But I was just at this random toy show, and I was getting about to leave. I was gonna be leaving soon, but I was at the back of the convention, and there was this guy selling trinkets, little dinky cars, and spaceships, and all that science fiction stuff. But when I looked a little bit closer, I saw this, and I was like, hey, that looks a bit like Slappy. Like, in my head. And then I was like, hey, can I see that for a sec? And then when I saw the G, I was certain it's Slappy. And I was like, I asked him, hi, how much for this? And he said, oh, that thing, I don't even know what it was. $2-3? And I was like, sure, it looks cool. But I was like, wow, in my brain, my very first Goosebumps toy.
My most memorable thrift find, I want to say it was probably what got me started. We would frequent the Goodwill quite a bit. It was just something cheap to do. It was a couple years after that one song, Pop Some Tags by Macklemore, was big. We had definitely gone thrifting just to thrift. I always kept my eyes peeled because I always had a fond love for the series, but I never seemed to find anything. And my girlfriend actually happened to be in the book section while I was looking at like electronics, and she called me over, and she was holding a stack probably this thick of classics, 2003 reprints, some of the Horrorland series, and it just kind of really sparked my whole, you know what? I want to collect this whole series. I've loved this series for a long time. I only had like 13 books at the time. I was like, I'm going to collect this series. So my most memorable find was probably when she found those and got me rolling on the ball, which is now this huge collection behind me.
Alright, next item is this Goosebumps Monsters at Midnight issue 1. So I know what you're probably thinking is, why is this rare? Well, it's signed by John Lambert, who is the writer of Goosebumps Monsters at Midnight. As you can tell, I bought this at half-price books for $4, which is a steal. And yeah, it's pretty rare, so it's really cool. The next item is the How to Draw a Monster Taco Bell coloring book, or drawing book, I should say. So this came in the Taco Bell Kids Meal in 1997 at Halloween time. It's really cool, very rare nowadays. Not as rare as the actual box set that it came from, but I got it for 50 cents at a thrift shop, so it's very rare. Alright, next item I bought for $5 off of eBay, and this is the Goosebumps Holiday Collector's Cap Collecting Kit. So this is the second Collector's Cap book set for Christmas time, and it comes with the book, the Pogs, yeah, I know, haha, it's funny, yeah, and the Curly Slammer. I'm surprised I still have this. I'm surprised that it was only $5 when I bought it, and it's just a very memorable find to me because just the fact that it's still in the box is just amazing.
Now, my rarest find, I think that this is, I don't think I can ever top this find personally for me. I was on Garage Sale, which is this app that's kind of like Facebook Marketplace, and I stumbled across this listing in my hometown where my parents live, and they had this book listed for 50 cents. So I was like, I'm going to buy this now before anybody else does. I reserved it. I had my mom go pick it up for me, and she held it for me until I came and picked it up when I happened to come up to visit for my sister's wedding. And it was there, and I couldn't believe it. So this was a 50-cent score. Give Yourself Goosebumps Special Edition, book number 7, Trick or Trap. This book can easily sell for over $100 consistently. Recent sales, there was one right at $100, and then another one right at like $126. They have sold in the past for $200. I know people who have paid easily $80 plus for this. And I found mine for 50 cents. And the condition on it is basically immaculate. No ticks on the spine. Beautiful back cover. It looks like it's never been read. It was never a library book or anything. They must have like found it at a yard sale or something. But very rare book. Got it for 50 cents. This is definitely my rarest find, and probably the best stealth buy Goosebumps wise I've ever had for anything Goosebumps related. It would be very hard to beat this one. So yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed my most memorable and rarest finds. So take care.
So one of the few toys that I've picked up. So a long time ago, I had a bunch of dummies, but that wasn't enough for me. I just wanted a Slappy. I wanted a dummy of Slappy, but I couldn't find them anywhere. I was looking online. They were so expensive, way above my price range. So I thought, oh, I'll try to save up some money to get one. But literally the next day, I went to a flea market and saw Slappy in this original bag, and I was like, wow, wow, wow! And in my brain, of course, I didn't want to sound too excited, so I was like, hey, how much is that thing? And the merchant's like, oh, that old thing, $20? And I was like, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Obviously I didn't say that, because if I sounded too excited, he'd be like, oh, you know what this is? Oh, it might be worth some more than what I just told you the price of. So, and then I was like, I could not get my money out any quicker, and that's basically how I got Slappy here.
I bought this for $1 at Half Price Books, and this is the Goosebumps Series 2000 box set. Now this collects Invasion of the Body Squeezers Part 2, I Am Your Evil Twin, Revenge RS, and Fright Camp. These copies are like brand new. They've never been read before, and they're just in amazing, pristine condition. Like there's like no tears, no nothing to these. They're just like brand new, and it's very memorable and very rare. Alright, so the last item is one thing I recently completed on my channel, and that is the Give Yourself Goosebumps Special Editions. So these are very expensive and very rare. This is really funny because I actually got all of these for a really cheap price. I got this one for $2, this one for $12, this one for $1 at a flea market. Paid $5 for that one. Got this one from Bumps of the Night. Paid $25 for this one. Paid $2 for this one. Paid $5 for this one. And all together, I got it for the cheapest out of everyone in my podcast, which is that one, Goosebumps Podcast. So, all together, this is like the holy grail to me.
My rarest find. Well, if you've watched my channel for a while, you know that I ended up picking up not one but 2 copies of Trick or Trapped. But at the time when I was starting thrifting, I had taken my little green book and I wrote down the prices of every single book and where to find it, and I monitor those prices like daily. I was a huge nerd, and the whole premises of my channel was collecting the series on a thrifty budget. Can we do it cheap? It was probably a week or two after I started using thrift books when this appeared in stock. And not only did it appear in stock, it appeared in stock for $3.97. And I remember watching a few videos, like Goosebumps guy bought a whole lot to get a copy. For a while I was looking, it was in the 100 range, and I was like, this is crazy, a $100 Goosebumps book. And it was upsetting because it's a sequel to one of the classics. You know, we don't get enough classic sequels. So when I saw it, I jumped on it, I clicked it, I bought it, and it finally showed up like a week later. And it was one of my first Goosebumps YouTube videos. But yeah, I want to say this was my rarest find in my opinion. I've since learned how to manipulate thrift books to my advantage, and like you saw, I hunted down another copy of Trick or Trap. I hunted down a second copy of Weekend at Poison Lake, which I sent to Brandon Sime. I'm all about helping people find stuff, and I've promised another person on the Swap and Shop page this book, so if I ever find another copy of Trick or Trap, I will make sure she gets it. I have not forgotten that promise. But anyway, yeah, this would be my rarest find in my opinion. I know people have also found it, and also I'm gonna call you out right now, Brandon. I'm making thumbnails for my old videos, and I'm like 90% sure that I got these all cheaper than you did. So now you've been challenged. We'll eventually figure this out in one of our podcasts. So, if you like Goosebumps content, maybe consider subscribing to all the awesome content creators on this. Our friend Josh Wasaki couldn't be with us. He had oral surgery because his wisdom teeth were impacted. So, as much as he would have loved to have joined us, he couldn't. And look forward to more Goosebumps collabs in the future because I'm pretty sure we've agreed upon we're each going to do a top 10 episodes list from the original series. So, look forward to my magical editing skills and that. With that being said, we thank you for your viewership. We hope you have a spooky night and never stop reading.